And she's back. Hello, Flosstube. Welcome to my introverted life. I'm Wendy. For those of you who have been here before, you know I was working on Lady of the Flag, and she got put away for a week or two. I got about 1/4 of her done. The lower half on the right side, I've just put in and added in a couple stitches here. I realized I forgot to start filming because, well, that's what I do. If you're new here, I'm constantly working on this, at least here recently, hopefully until it's finished. But if that interests you, feel free to like and subscribe. So we're starting off this vlog with Lady of the Flag. She's finally back. Totally looking forward to her. Already put in a few stitches, like I said, and am already loving it. I actually got glasses that are reader glasses. We'll see if that helps any. I've discovered it's a little difficult to go back and forth between the pattern and this. I have to pick up the pattern and bring it up closer. I'm not sure if that's going to work great or not, but yeah, that's where I'm at on this. I'll let you know where I got to either later on tonight or tomorrow morning. See you in a sec. Okay, it's now Monday. I, of course, was tired when I finished last night. As you can see, I've got a string, got it kind of started where I need to go. I filled in this color down to about here, with this bit over here. It was already done up to here. And then filled in all of this. Probably about an hour and a half. It was over a 2-hour stretch, but, well, this is me, and I get up and goof off half the time because I'm ADD, ADHD, adult ADD, whatever the actual term is now, because they keep changing it. But, yeah. So that's where I got to on that. But I do have today's 25/7 spin, and that is Steampunk Navigator, which is white willow stitching. You've definitely seen this before. I am loving working on this guy, this girl. Guy's the stitching, girl is in the actual picture. Here's where I'm at on it. That's the bottom of the page. Fits in the hoop, which is cool. I will probably figure out what the color is for that one stitch right there, and then that stitch will probably have colors going in around here, or else it'll move over to here and be filling in down along this way, one or the other. Given this, it's probably a dark stitch, so I have a feeling it's probably not quite right here. It might go down into here, which includes the confetti, and there's empty stitches here, so what's up here might move down to here. The thing about this fabric doing the 2/1 tint is that it is so small. This is like, if it goes from here to here, like this is literally inch and a half-ish maybe, which I know a lot of people don't like to carry the threads that far. I don't care, it's full coverage. I'm not putting in one single stitch if I don't have to. This is the back. You can tell where it's a little bit more confetti heavy. There's lots of solid coloring spots, but you got confetti. Following down there's confetti. This is going to be confetti. Looky! I'm carrying the threads. That one's carried pretty far. I don't care. It's going to be covered up. So I will get to work on that. Remember that stitch? It should be filled in when I show it again to you in a sec. I hit the stop button and it didn't stop. What's up with that? And here we are. As you can tell, no hole. And the one that was below it, focus, is gone as well. Because I got started with that color. There was a thread here. I put in a couple rows with a couple stitches out here. This I filled in a couple stitches down to here, so that's ready to go next time I pull this out. And then the stitch that was in here was a dark brown and just randomly confettied throughout there. And then, if you can tell, see the dark spot? Yes, I did the thread all the way down to there, which, by the way, is 2 inches maybe. It's really not that long. I mean, yes, this is like an entire page, and if you were to look at the entire page on the chart, it would be like, whoa, that's going a little too far. But this is tiny, this is tiny, this is tiny. Like, look, there's my hands, It's 4-ish, 5-ish, nope, I think only about 4-ish inches. 4 inches, it's gonna, well, the thing's 36 pages, I think, so it's gonna be decent size, but a page is tiny. Like, here's the fabric going down. I should have calculated so that it was just about centered. So, yeah. I want to work on this a little more, but I can't because I need to work on gram guards because you guys have decided to spend all the time ordering from me this weekend, as usual. Thank you for that, by the way. See you in a sec. Okay, so this is the sort of cross stitching, sort of not. Just wanted to show off what I've been doing for a few hours, or some of what I've been doing for a few hours. Here's some of the gram guards. I know I've shown some before, but it's been a while. And it was break, I guess you could say, when I didn't do anything, when I didn't post anything for like 6 months. So, for some odd reason, all that's been ordered has been 8x8s and 11x11s. There's actually 2 of these ones. Definitely a popular print right now. It's got little foxes and hedgehogs on it. This one's got little hedgehogs and ducks and birdies and stuff. Another fairly popular print. And there's girl power print. Yay! And there's mushrooms. And there's little bunnies. And I dropped one on the floor. Zoom in real close. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's Baby Yoda. Or Grogu, or whatever you want to consider him as. Cute. Yeah. This video has no point, or this section of video has no point. Just felt like showing stuff off, because when I do a huge pile of stuff, okay, it's not like these orders have been racking up all week, okay? Like, literally these orders came in like 4 days ago, starting 4 days ago, and this is only part of them. I have 5 more that all came in yesterday. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Yeah. So, you might not see quite as much stitching because I might be doing a little bit more of my other work. And I still have my eBay work to do, so yeah. Again, no point to this video. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Okay, it's now Tuesday. I worked on this 2.5-ish hours yesterday. Got all this filled in. Put in this color and these 2 bits, pure entertainment for you. Completely forgot a row in here and had to go back and fix it because, well, you know, counting is hard. Kind of like words. Words are hard too. So that's filled in, and I'm just kind of going across here. The flag is coming in, but I'm probably going to go across here until I get, because the way the pictures are, where the page break is at, is right in the middle of here somewhere. So I don't want to just stop a line right there, because you'll be able to see it. Like, it will create a very noticeable line across. So I fill in blocks of color that go through that line. And because it's pictures on my phone that I work from, I have to go back and forth between the pictures. So I'll probably get all the way across here done for the bottom, and then I'll be able to work on the bottom off of one picture until I get to the very bottom, because that's another picture. Pardon me, my throat is suddenly very wonky. But yeah, that's the plans for this. We'll probably try and work on it a little bit more, but for right now, pardon my reach, today's 25/7 spin is Love is a Promise. This is my design. Picture in the off to the side, of course, because that's what we try and do. Yeah, this is where I'm at. I've got love, it's not in any emotion, and started in love, it is a promise. And we'll see how far we get at that. And once all that's done, I'll be able to move on over and we'll start the actual picture. So looking forward to that, and I'll show you where I got to here in a sec. And this is what I got done. I filled out the love and started the P in promise. I should say love, either it is a promise or love is a promise. Can't remember the exact at the moment, but yeah, not a lot. I definitely worked a little bit over the half-hour mark. I was just kind of going to town. And you kind of can get into this a little bit because you're just following along the lines. And I was watching a YouTube video, Resell Rabbit, not cross stitch, but he's answering a bunch of questions that people ask him, because he's on YouTube, and when you get a lot of followers, people ask you questions, so he's answering them. So was watching that and just kind of focused on that listened to that while focusing on this for a little bit. But that's it for this. We'll probably pull out Lady of the Flag a little bit later, and we'll show you where we get to with that. I know. You're asking yourself, where's Lady of the Flag? She's over there. Nothing's been done on her. I got on the computer last night and was working on a cross-stitch design and dove into that for hours. Like, literally, when I was done with like this section that I was working on, I pulled away and like sat back and realized my wrist hurt. I was like, whoopsies. And that was like already after midnight when I did that. I was like, okay, no cross-stitching tonight, which, you know, after midnight, I only stay up another hour-ish, hour and a half, 2 hours, at that point anyway. So I'm starting off today, it is now Wednesday, by the way, with my 25/7 spin, which I spun again, Victorian Charm. I need to fiddle with the spinner, like change the numbers, number of times it spins around, or the speed in which it spins, or something like that, because I'm really getting a lot of the same projects over and over and over again. Not that I mind, because I actually really like this one, and I really enjoy working on it. I worked on it just a few days ago, probably in my last vlog. I filled in, this is the thread where I left off, and I'll fill that in. And then I should still have more time because this isn't going to take that long. It's not going to take half an hour. And what I'm going to do is there is focus on fingertip, not on, you know, back of hand. Hi, I'm slow. Anyways, this, of course, isn't completely done. Actually, I think I have to fill in this, and then I think I have one more color in here that I'm going to fill in. And then I'm going to actually get the back stitching done that is right here. And just have that filled in and just make it look really cool because, well, I like it looking cool. And a lot of people backstitch as they go because they don't like backstitching. I actually enjoy backstitching and I want to backstitch, and I'm a little annoyed that I just realized that I need another color in here before I can actually do the backstitch right there, because I want to do the backstitch, not the cross stitch. I feel like backstitching for some odd reason. Don't think there's anything I'm working on that needs backstitch though. Not at the moment. Anywho, that's where we stand with that, and I'll show you my progress here in a sec. And this is where we ended up. I put in probably about 45 minutes. Wanted to finish up the color that was on, and then put in color around here. That way I could put in back stitching. Started in on the back stitching right there, which is where I will go to next time this gets called. But I wanted to get the back stitching started. This back stitching up top here is really decorative versus like outlining, so it literally uses 4 strands. That's dimensions for you, but it's one of the reasons we like dimensions. So that is where I'm at. I absolutely love watching this just get some work done on it, but yeah, that'll be it for now, and who knows what I'll see you with in a sec. Okay, so I'm not showing you Lady of the Flag, and I'm not showing you a 25/7 project. That's because I've spent the last couple of days mostly designing for like hours at a time because I was so into this design, like I can't even tell you. I probably won't show you it really whilst I'm working on it because this design is not one of those that you can just do the mock-up and put it up available for sale. This one's going to have some work done on it to make sure things are working correctly and can be seen properly and stuff like that. So this is most of the floss. There's still a couple more colors. As you can see, it's very rainbowy. We like rainbow. Rainbow's awesome. So I'm going to get started on this, and since I'm no longer designing tonight, hopefully I'll pull out Lady of the Flag for, a couple hours at least, because I am missing her. I'm actually just missing cross-stitching. I've done half an hour, 45 minutes for the past couple days, and that's been it. So get started on this, spend a little time on this, go back to my daily work because I have a lot of grime guards to make, and eat some food. It's afternoon right now, and yeah, I'll see you in a sec, hopefully with Lady of the Flag. And here it is. You finally get to see Lady of the Flag, and you don't see much. I literally put in some stitches over here. There are like 5 or 6 colors right there, not even kidding. It was mostly just me swapping out colors. That's it. It was maybe an hour. Just was really focusing on a lot of work stuff yesterday. I don't know why. I just really wanted to get a lot of it done because the weekend's coming up and I'd like to rest somewhat during the weekend rather than spending all weekend working. So tried that. But I do have today's 25/7 spin, and that is this right here. Sorry for the sudden light change. The light's over that way, so we can get a bit of a shadow going on. This is Time Goes By. Picture over here. Yeah, it's just a lot of tin stitch, and it's very confetti heavy. This is max color on the regular size, so do more confetti than anything else, but I think it'll look great when it's done, just because of the well, if you notice the picture, you can see there's like supposed to be stars or sparkle or something like that floating around, and I really wanted the max color for all of that to show up versus blocks of color with just random white dots in it. I want to get more of the sparkle impression. But since this finally got pulled out again, that's my gram guard. It's my gram guard I made because I got the Spam fabric, which I thought was hysterical. And I was like, oh, I bet a couple people will think that's hysterical. Yeah, I've sold one, and I've got, I got a full yard of it. And the one I sold was, I think, an 8x8, just like this one. I think it's cute, and I think it's hysterical, so I am me. So anyways, this is what I have going for holding my floss. I did not like the way it came. I purchased from Heaven and Earth Designs. It came on these cards. I have this upside down because why would I have it the way it's supposed to be? That would require me using my brains, of which I have none. Try again, Wendy. Anyways, it came on these cards, and then they were like tied together with a ribbon up here. So not helpful. So such a pain in the butt. Just not the best design out ever, for sure. And then there was tons of little black rings that all these colors were on. Again. And then the black rings were plastic. So all these were doing was slipping off. And I'm like, they're going to slide off, and I'm going to have no clue what color I need to use. So I've got them like this. Most of them are this way, and then some of the colors that are really more used were too thick to fold in half again. So I do want to redesign this a little bit more again, to where instead of this way, these are actually turned more up this way, and the floss hangs down probably on another card, and then multiple holes for the thick stuff. That way, if it's too thick, you can put it on in 2 spots. But with the full pages, that way also they're not sticking out the end of this. This is just holding it for now. This is just getting an original, not an original, I highly doubt it's an original, getting my design concept just kind of up and running and working in something that's a little bit easier to deal with than what I originally had. But downside to this, you can't just grab and pull because they're folded over like this. But they're longer. I cut them longer because I like them longer. They weren't even cut to any sort of length. They were all just wound around one continuous length. Like, ugh, just was not in any way, shape, or form useful. But if I have it going down this way, I can keep them long and create like a little pocket down here, and then stuff the ends down in the pocket. That way it all is contained within the binder. I think it's a great idea. I think it'll work perfectly for me, because, well, I'm a weirdo and I like things like that. For right now, it's just kind of flipping, if I can flip correctly. Sorry, this isn't round. This is made more of the D shape. That's supposed to, you know, kind of keep everything even on the right side. I think probably an actual round one would work better, but this is what I had on hand, so other than that, you know, and I think this way it's a little loose and they could get kind of, you know, wrapped around each other and stuff. So I do want to look into, and this project's going to last for probably several years, so I will look into kind of creating the design that I want. I just needed it to be somewhat useful for the time being, until I get around to doing that. I do have a laminator, so I'll probably work on cutting some of this up. This is just so ridiculously huge. Like, seriously, she could have cut this in half and had all the information just fine on here. I don't understand the entire design concept of this whatsoever. It must have just been what was easiest for her to do, I guess. I keep saying her because I think the person that runs Heaven and Earth Designs is her. I don't know if she does everything on her own or if she has workers or what. So please ignore my talking. I like the designs. I have several designs. I have 2 more that I just got that were minis that I would like to get the stuff for and start on eventually. You know, when I have money. But was happy to be able to show this basic system. System design number 1. We'll show you system design number 2 when it makes its appearance. As for that, I will see you again in a sec. And this is where I ended up. Can pretty much guarantee you see no difference. That's just the nature of putting in like 2 strands. Got another one here started. The one filled in a little bit to maybe somewhere, filled in random places somewhere in here. The other one just did a few random stitches across the top to that little stitch right there. That wasn't there before. Go back, look, I promise it was not there before. So I've got this ready for, and next time I pull this or just want to work on it, whichever one comes first. And I am slowly but surely seeing some progress. I just need to have a few weeks of just focusing on this and working on this, but Lady of the Flag is still my top priority. And I also have a priority of my design, which I will have to work on and put time into. So yeah, don't know what I'm going to show you next. Hopefully it's Lady of the Flag. Hopefully I at least put in a few stitches tonight. That's the plan. We will see what happens. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. And here is my progress from yesterday. In case anybody's curious, it is now Saturday, I think. I don't know. Days are in together. Pretty sure it's Saturday. as you can actually see, I did some work. I put in 2.5 hours. Yeah, I had a frog a little bit there, which, you know, and redo it, which is where the additional half hour came in. Love the colors. This crimson red, so pretty, so pretty. And then the red they chose. I'm looking forward to seeing the flag coming in for sure. But that's where I'm at with that. Today's 25/7 spin, however, is Stay Calm. Yay! And this is where I'm at on it. I do have some of the lines going all the way down there as well, and then I started in on the stay part, and we'll see where I get to with that today. It is Saturday, so I technically don't have to work, so maybe I'll put in a little more than, you know, half an hour on this. Who knows? Depends on what I feel like doing. But I will be back in a sec and show you my progress. And this is where I ended up. And as you can see, I filled in some colors, and then I did the back stitching. I wanted to do the back stitching. I was like, yeah, I can back stitch. I want to back stitch. Actually, and the more and more I do it, the more and more I realize I do enjoy back stitching. I need to do like a video or add it in a video sometime, how I back stitch, because I really don't see most people doing it my way, and I think that's why I enjoy it, is because of the way in which I back stitch. So maybe I will try and create a backstitching video or something at some point. Yeah, but I think that's gonna be it for this video. It should be at around 40 minutes now. I don't have any words of wisdom. I will have some haul coming in, so you'll be able to see that in the next video. More Lady of the Flag, hopefully, in the next video. My 25/7s. I am working on the new design, so that'll take up a lot of my cross-stitching time. So it might be like a week or more before you do actually see another Flosstube video from me. But that will be it for now. Bye.